Good morning student and welcome to our maths class. Yesterday we have seen some problems from the exercise 6.2. There is one more type of sum in exercise 6.3 that we will do first and then we will start with our new topic. Look at that sum number 9 from exercise 6.3. Find the smallest square number that is divisible by each of the numbers 4, 9 and 10. In such type of sums, we have to first find out the LCM of the given number. LCM of 4, 9 and 10. First step is to find out the LCM of 4, 9 and 10. You know the long division method of LCM. So we can find out LCM of 4, 9 and 10 together. By 2, it is 2, 9 will be as it is, 10 will becomes 5. Again by 2, it will be 1, 9 will be as it is, 5 will be as it is. By 3, it is 3, 5. By 3, it will be 1, 1 and 5. And by 5 it is 1, 1 and 1. After finding the factors of LCM, we will multiply to find out the LCM. 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 5, which is equals to 180. As 180 is not a perfect square number which is divisible by 4, 9 and 10. Why? Because when we will see as you can see in the prime factorization, this 2 will become a paired number, this 3 forms a pair, but this 5 doesn't form a pair. And to find out a square number, we know that if a number is a perfect square number when all the factors will be paired. So here 5 is not paired, so when we will multiply 180 by 5 or we will multiply 5 in this factorization, then the number we will obtain, that number will be the perfect square number which is divisible by 4, 9 and 10. Therefore, what will be our required number? Therefore, our required number is equals to 180 multiplied by 5. By 5, because as we find the LCM it is 180, but in this LCM it is not a perfect square number because this pair of 5 is not paired. This 5 is unpaired. So to make this 5 paired, we have to multiply 5 here. That's why that 5 I am multiplying here. So 180 multiplied by 5, or else you can write 2 into 2, 3 into 3, and to make a pair of 5, 5 we have to multiply. Anyway you can write, your answer will be 900. 180 multiplied by 5, that is equals to 900. Therefore, find the smallest square number. What is that smallest square number which is divisible by 4, 9 and 10? That is 900. Therefore, 900 is the smallest square number divisible by 4, 9 and 10. So in this way we have completed all the different type of sums from your exercise 6.3. So you have to solve all the sums of the exercise 6.3. Now we will move ahead with the new topic. What is the next topic? The next topic is to find out again the square root, but the method is different. That is long division method. What is that? Long division method. You will think of that ki we have seen that first method, that is repeated subtraction method. Then we have seen to find out the square root by prime factorization method. Now it is by long division method. The most convenient method to find out the square root is your long division method. You can think that ki prime factorization is also an easy method. Okay, prime factorization is an easy method, but when we are getting the smaller prime factors as the factor of the given number. But what happen when we have the factors like 37, 61 and many much more? Then it will be long and too difficult. Suppose I am giving an example with this number 5476. We will find this square root by both the method, that is by prime factorization also and by long division method also. Then you will understand what will be easier for you. Suppose 5476. We will first go with prime factorization method. So as it is an even number, it is divisible by 2. After dividing by 2, what we will get? 2, 7, 3, 8. Again it is divisible by 2. So after 2, we will get, what we will get? 1, 3, 6 and 9. Now 1, 3, 6, 9. When you will find out by dividing by 3, dividing by 5, suppose 1, 3, 6, 9, when you will divide by 3, you will not get the answer. Divide by 5, you will not get the answer. Divide by 7, you will not get. So when you will move till 37, then you will find out the factor of 1369. So isn't it difficult that we have to first divide this number up till 37? Okay, so it is quite difficult and long. So by 37 we will get 37, and then by 37 it will be 1. So the square root will be 1, 2 and 137. That is 2 into 37. 2 into 37, that is equals to 7 to 14, carry 1, 3 to 6 and 1, 7. So the square root of the number 5476 is 74. Now you will see कि it बहुत easy है, that it is easy. But I know that it is divisible by 37, but you didn't know it. You have to first go with 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, then 19, then 23, then many more numbers, whatever the prime numbers. And then at last you will get 37. Suppose that instead of 37, the factor will be 61. Then how much time you will consume on this? So it will be a difficult one or a long method when the prime factorization or the prime factors will be a very big number. So for this, it is very easy. The alternative method of prime factorization, that is the long division method. Look, I will do this sum with the help of long division method. In long division method, first we have to pair the numbers, because when we are finding the square root, we know that we have to pair the prime factors. 2, 2, it will be 1, 2, 37, 37. So we have to pair the number from unit place to the place forward. From 6 and 7 it will be a paired number. 4 and 5 it will be a paired number. So we have to pair from last to first. Okay, then your first step is to taking a square number nearer to 54. A square number nearer or equal to 54, but 54 is not a square number. So we know that square of 7, that is equals to 49. Square of 8, that is equals to 64. So which one is nearer? That is 49. So we will take 7, 49. Now what will be your remainder? 14 minus 9, that is equals to 5, 0. Now we have to write down this paired number 76. Now it is become 576. This 7 at the unit place, and we have to add the ones digit all the time here. Ones digit. It is 7 ones digit only. So 7, 7, it will become 14. Now in 14, we have to take such type of number that it will become 576. We have to multiply a number. So whatever the number we will take at this ones place, the same number we have to multiply. Suppose that if I will take 2 here, so I have to multiply by 2. By 2 what I am getting? 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8, 2 1 ja 2, 284. And I know that if I want 6 at the last, so what can be a number when that will be multiplied and I will get 6. So where I know ki 3 3 it will gives me 9. 4 4 it will gives me 16 ka 6. So I will go instead of 2 it will be 4. So 4 4 ja 16 carry 1. 4 4 ja 16 and 1 17 carry 1. 4 1 ja 4 and 1 5. So I got 576. So I will take here 4, here also 4 and it will be 576. So what is the square root of 5476 which is equals to your question, and your question is 74. So by both the method you see that the answer is same. But the convenient method is your long division method, because in prime factorization when we have to find out the prime factors till the big numbers, it will be a time consuming and quite difficult also, and a long method. So I prefer that you all have to go with long division method. I will explain you some 2-3 more sums to understand this long division method properly. Let's start with the second example. What is your second example? 42849. 42849. Okay. Now what is our first step? Our first step is to pair the number. And when we are pairing the number will be paired from ones place to the onward. Okay. So how to pair? It will be 49. Then this 28 will be a paired number. Now this 4 will remains alone. No problem if the highest place will remains alone. The main thing is from back side, from smallest place value side, we have to pair. If the highest place remains unpaired, then it will be no problem. We can solve it the same way. But the last one's place should be a paired number. Now what is our first step? After pairing it, we have to take a number whose square is nearer to 4 or 4. And we know that square of 2 is equals to 4. So we will take here directly 2 and we are getting here 4. Now 4 minus 4, 0. So we have to take this pair 28. Now 2 is at the unit place. 2 plus 2, here it is 4. Now I have to multiply something in 4 so that I will get nearer to 28 or 28. Now as you know, if I will take here smallest number 1, then also I will get a bigger number than 28. So what I will take here? Instead of 41, I will take here 0. Because as I will take 0, then only I will get the smaller number than 28. Because as I will start from 1, it will be a bigger number. So what we will take here? 0, 0. And here I will take 0, 0. 8 minus 0, 8. 2 minus 0, 2. And this will be 49. I have to take the full pair, that is 49. Now the unit place is 0. So we have to add 0. So it will becomes 40. Now in this 40. Now in this 40, I have to take a number which is equal to 2849. As there is 9 in the last, I will start first with 3, because I know that by 3 and 7 I will get 9 in the last. So by 3 if it is not possible, then I will go with 7. 3 3 ja 9, 3 0 ja 0, 4 3 ja 12. It is a very smaller number. So instead of 3, what I will take here? 7. I will take here 7. 7 7 ja 49, carry 4, again 4, 4 7 ja 28. So I got 2849. So what I will take here? I will take here 7, 7, and it will be 2849. One thing keep in your mind, if the given number is a perfect square number, then you will always get 0 as a remainder. If it is not a perfect square number, then you will not get 0 as a remainder. But if the given number is a perfect square number, then you will always get 0 as a remainder. So what is the square root of 42849? That is equals to your quotient is 207. So the square root of 42849 is equals to 207. One more example to make you understand clearly. I think by 2 or 3 examples you will understand this long division method. Let us take a number 529984. Okay, again we have to make the pair like this. So here all the numbers will be paired. What we will take? 529984. Actually we have to pair from unit place to the higher places of the number. You have to start making pair from ones place, that is your unit place, to the highest place of the place value of that number. Okay, now after pairing it, we have to first number will be a square number nearer to or equal to the first pair. Now the first pair is 52. What is your first pair? 52. A 52 is not a square number, but square of 7 is 49 and square of 8 it is 64. So which is nearer? 49 or 64? Which one is nearer? 49. So we will go with the first step, that is 7. 7 ja 49. Always take first number as a square number. Okay. After subtracting this 49, we will get here 3. And we will copy down the pair, that is 99. Now 7. So the 7 will be at unit place. So here it will be the number 14. 7 plus 7, that is equals to 14. Now I have to take 14 with sum of the numbers. So it will be equal to 399. It will be equals to 399. So if 9 is there, 399, let's go with 2. Because 142, when we will go with 2 ja, so it will be nearer to 300. Then we will move further. If it will be smaller, then we will go with 3. 2 2 ja 4, 4 2 ja 8, 2 1 ja 2. So what I am getting here? 284. Let's try with 3. One thing keep in your mind, whatever the number you will take at the unit place, that same number we have to multiply. If I am taking 2, I have to multiply by 2. I am taking 3, then I have to multiply by 3. 3 3 ja 9, 4 3 ja 12, carry 1, 3 1 ja 3 and 1, 4. So it will be a bigger one. So instead of 429, we will go with 284. So here 2 ja, that is 284. After subtracting this 284 from 399, we will get here 115. 115. Okay, now copy down this pair, that is 84. Now the unit place is 2. So we will add the unit place number, that is 2, and the number will become 144. 2 plus 2, that is equals to 4. Now we have to multiply a number in 144 such that it will be gives you 11584. As the last digit is 4, I know that by 4, by 2 or 8. By 2 or 8 I am getting 4. So by 2 it will be so smaller. So instead of 2 I will go with 8. I will go with 8. When I will multiplying by 8, I am getting here 11584. So what I will take here? 8. Here also 8, and the number is 11584, and I will get the remainder as an 0. So what is the square root of this number? Square root of 529984 is equals to 728. That is 728. So I think by solving these 3 solved examples for you, you all can understand this method, that is the prime factor instead of prime factorization method, long division method. I hope you all will try after looking the video. That's why I am giving you 3-4 sums to practice these sums with the help of long division method. So copy down these 4 sums and practice it. Then I will explain you some different type of word problem based on this long division method that we will solve it. Actually, that word problem can be solved by prime factorization method also, but we will solve that word problems with the help of long division method.